So what we have here is a new to me 1988 Chevrolet R30, and for anyone that is paying attention, R30 is essentially a C30 made and sold after 1987, and the reason for that is in 1987 Chevy introduced the next generation of trucks, which is the GMT 400 platform, what people now call the OBS body style. And those trucks were called the 1 ton of that truck was called the C30 500. So to avoid any confusion, instead of continuing to call the carryover square body models like this one the C30, they renamed them. So the two-wheel drives became the R30 and the R20 for the 3/4 tons, and the 4x4s were the V30 1 ton and V20 1 ton. I'm sorry, V20 3/4 ton. So this is an R30. It's a 1 ton crew cab, clearly long bed, dually pickup, 8-foot bed, long bed. And I picked up this truck in non-running condition. It's got the 7.4 liter, aka 454 TBI throttle-body injection, fuel injection system, kind of a primitive fuel injection system that Chevy introduced in 1987 on these trucks. And yeah, so I'm currently working on it. Both fuel pumps were dead. It has 2 tanks, and there's a fuel pump in each tank. One was completely inoperable. The other would power on and make fuel pump like noises, but the actual fuel pressure was less than 1 pound, and the motor requires about 12 to 15 pounds. So I'll cut in a brief clip of my fuel pressure test. It's pretty funny. So I took the bed off the truck, which isn't strictly necessary to service the tanks, but it makes it a lot easier. So I used kind of a, Redwood's engineered gantry system that I built from some 4x4s I had laying around, and used a chain hoist, which is not shown here, to lift the bed off the truck after removing the 8 bolts which secure it and disconnecting the taillight wiring and such. Went pretty smoothly. And then I took both tanks out, and I'm in the process of cleaning those and preparing them for new fuel senders and pumps. So I've dubbed this truck Norris because I plan to turn it into kind of a timeless working truck for me that should kick ass well into its old age, just like its namesake, Carlos Ray Norris, better known as Chuck Norris. And like him, he really captured the public imagination in the 80s when he became a kind of unlikely action star. And so this is an 80s truck, so it just kind of fits. And one of his most famous movies is Good Guys Wear Black, so it's a black truck, which also fits. So that all lines up. I have become aware there's a company which makes a camshaft for LS engines called the Truck Norris camshaft. This project has really nothing to do with that, but a LS swap is going to happen on this truck eventually. I would like to get at least a year out of this truck with its current power plant and transmission, just because I've got a lot of other pressing projects and don't want to immediately undertake repowering this truck, but it'll happen eventually. So we'll have a LS powered work truck / tow rig that I plan to keep running a good long time. So that's it. Introducing Truck Norris.